Hi, David. Can you hear me? Hello, David. I cannot hear you. Maybe because you need to connect your microphone. Maybe because I cannot see that your microphone is connected. Okay. Can you say something? No, cannot hear you.
Okay, I can hear you better now. I can hear you.
Oh, now it's okay. Now my voice is clear.
Yeah, I can hear you very clearly.
Yeah, I can hear you as well.
Possibly, let me see, we can possibly just chat and you ask me what were. Let me see, possibly.
Yeah, can we start?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Possible text me on LinkedIn. What do you mean? Do you want I text you that we are starting or what?
Yeah, possibly if you can't hear me well, then we can talk on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah. So can you hear me? I'm doing like an audio check.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's good. Actually, we are talking with you because I'm using LinkedIn profile of Maxim. Maxim is our team member. Therefore, we talked with you directly.
All right.
Okay. The goal of our meeting, I would like to ask several questions about payment to the Chinese suppliers. I would like to know how look like the process when you are going to deliver to order some goods from Chinese suppliers, and how it's
China.
possible. Yeah, and how it's possible to pay Chinese suppliers from Nigeria. But the first, can you explain shortly what do you work for, and what is your position?
Okay. What we do in Nigeria is that pay you pay, you understand, through the bank. They call it an NXP. It's a Nigeria export window where you pay through. That's the Central Bank of Nigeria knows you're making a purchase from abroad. You understand? So there's an
Yeah.
NSP, import and export, coming into the country. So everything is transparent. So for you to pay anything abroad, you have to go through the Central Bank of Nigeria. And sometimes, the Nigeria economy, we have more imports than exports. We have more import and export, so the dollar is scarce over here. So most people source dollar from the black market, which makes it more higher in importing products.
Yes.
Which makes it higher in importing products. So only the superpowers and big people have those leverage to get the dollar from the central bank. So it's like a chain. Boy, you can also, what people also do is there are some, I think, Duplo, there are some services whereby you can pay in Naira in Nigeria or pay like maybe 5% higher, and people pay in Chinese currency over there. Like you have a company here in Nigeria and you have in China, so you pay in Naira, the value of the Chinese commodity, and the company pays for you on your behalf. So there are different ways in which people buy. So those are like the first two ways that are better that people buy in Nigeria. Firstly, through the central bank, where you source for your dollar. But if you can't source for dollar, you can use third-party services where you can pay in Naira and they pay. Do you understand?
Yes. Yeah. My question: what payment methods do you mostly use for paying Chinese suppliers? Do you mostly to pay through central bank, through a local bank in Nigeria, or do you use agent, a Chinese agent?
Because of security and
Come again? Come again? Sorry.
also so you can go to, yeah, the pay.
David, I cannot hear you.
So
David, I couldn't hear you. Can you repeat last 20 seconds?
okay, I said most payments in Nigeria, most payments in Nigeria are made through the bank. Most payments are made through the bank because of transparency and because of receiving, importing the products back. You know, when you want to pay, you have a transparent transaction. But most people also do it through Duplo. I know people use mostly Duplo, where you pay in Nigeria and people pay for you abroad. Or maybe if you're into export, most times you can export products and you get import in return. So it depends on what you're trying to do. So what's the business plan for you?
Many people, yeah, I'm trying to understand what function your company to solve, and what type of clients do you have? Do you have
You say?
I'm trying to understand what clients your company have. You provide services to the businessmen who are trying to import some goods, or what do your company provide?
My company mostly is into insurance and not really into the financial services, but mostly into insurance, chain, and risk management mostly.
Do you provide payment options?
Payment options, mostly we use direct wire transfer. We also accept Western Union, but mostly we want the transfers to go through our banking, like our company account, because there's a limit of $5,000 through the Western Union. The economic and financial crime flag the account. So mostly when we are receiving payments less than 5 million, we could go through Western Union. Before receiving payments more than $5,000 as a business, we do it through the official bank accounts.
You mentioned in our conversation on LinkedIn that you pay, maybe your company, maybe someone else, to pay Chinese agent, and this agent to convert your naira to dollar or to yuan, and then to pay Chinese suppliers. When this scheme is implemented, can you explain, please? What situation
Okay,
this scheme is implemented?
Like DUPLO, the company I've known for long. What they do is that's what they do mostly. They transfer possibly dollar, euro, and yuan where you want to buy, and you can't really exchange dollar. They act as a middleman. They receive the money from you and pay in Chinese currency. But I can say it's not too guaranteed in terms of transparency, because if anything happens, there is no record. Yeah, so I want to know your proposition and your why you want to go into this business and what's the plan, and is there anything you want to do that makes a difference?
About the main challenges and disadvantages or problems in this type of payments when you are trying to pay through agent to Chinese suppliers. What's the biggest problem in this case?
Transparency, and we're in the internet space currently, and I have a bad experience with Flutterwave, where you put your money. We lost almost $3,000 at the company Flutterwave. So most people don't want to do business on financial tech softwares, because when you lose your money, it's very difficult to get to the builders of these apps. The customer care is poor. And when you're trusting a company that is not even locally made, understand it's not Nigerian made. The server is based in Turkey. The owners are based in Turkey, and there's a glitch. It's very difficult for you to resolve a problem that does not originate from Turkey. You understand? So people are having issues with transparency using this software. And for you to gain the trust of the traction, People like Flutterwave, Huda, OPay, they've really brought up the step of the game. But it's not easy for a new fintech company just to come and take the game unless you have strong funding and transparency.
Can you give more detail about transparency? What's most important for the buyers when they are trying to import some goods from China, and when they are working with the agent? What is the most where they lose money when they're trying to work with the agent? And what kind of services from the agent is most expensive for the buyers?
Yes. Can you come again with the question?
Yeah, I asked about when buyer want to buy, want to import from Chinese some goods. He working with the agent. Yeah, and my question is, what's the most problem when they work with the agent, and what is the most expensive side in this payment process?
Is the sourcing for the dollar. That's the most expensive part. Sourcing for the dollar, number one. And logistics, number two. But mostly if you can get the dollar, you can get a good quote from anybody. You can always get a good agent in the market. But sourcing for the dollar is a problem because I can speak to you about a case study of Nigeria. Nigeria is a country where more imports and exports, so the dollar is scarce. So everybody wants to import, so you have to fight for the dollars. And these dollars are sectioned for politicians and most times the superpower. So for you to be a small man, you want to import, you have to source the dollar at a higher price. So that's the most difficult thing in the supply chain of importing into Nigeria, conversion of dollars.
Yeah, why do you say about the problem with sourcing dollar? Because someone to go to the black market and to buy a dollar at 550,
Yes.
yeah, for example, why it's problem to source dollar if you can to use black market?
Yes. So if you have a better alternative that you can guarantee a price that is maybe parallel to the central bank or maybe a little bit higher than the central bank and lesser than the black market, then you can have a good goal as a business. People would want to appreciate your business more. But when you're talking
Okay.
about influx, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, what do you think? What kind of problem should to solve the first in payment process, which helps to buyers to make transaction easily and cheaper? What kind of problem should to solve the first? What do you think?
Okay. Sorry, come again with the question.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand. Now on the market exists payment process when buyer imports some goods from China suppliers, and to pay these China suppliers through agent or through directly using bank and SWIFT cross-border remittance. My questions, there are several problems in this payment process. And my questions, what the most, the biggest problems should to solve the first? What do you think? What is the biggest problem should to solve the first? If we are talking about payment process.
Payment process, the time of a lot also. If you're using the bank, most times it doesn't reflect the same day. When you use the bank and it's a lot of dollars, it goes through a lot of process, trying to create a financial handshake from the bank in Nigeria to the bank in China. Also, number two, if you're using payment platforms like Real Money, Western Union, MoneyGram, also it doesn't take instantly. But if you're using an agent where you can put your money like in a blockchain, where the agent holds the money and you confirm you bought from China, the agents can easily release the money through their medium. So if there's a swift process like real-time payments platform, it's going to be a good win. So real-time is also a delay in payments is also a problem, because when you use ACH, and depending on the volume, like the volume of the currency or the volume of the price you're trying to pay, it gets delayed, possibly 3 to 4 days, 5 working days. Sometimes the money might even be seized, well, maybe under investigation. And for a country like Nigeria, if you're pulling out such amount of money, let's say $300,000, $200,000 plus, there's a possibility your money can be held for further investigation. So if you have a platform that can guarantee seamless transaction in real time, then it's perfect.
You
so that's
mentioned
also
about...
a problem, seamless transaction, real time.
Yeah, continue. Continue.
No, I can hear you.
Yeah, you mentioned about delay of payments. My question, how long is it big problem of delaying payment? Because I know that the delivery process will take a lot of time, and I'm trying to understand if suppliers don't get payment during, for example, 5 days. Is it problem?
It depends, but people want to make, if you want to ship something from China to Nigeria and you can do it within 1 day transaction, it's perfect than waiting for 5 days. You're saving time, you're saving, because Chinese manufacturers will not ship their cargo to you depending on the Incoterm, depending on the terms of contract, they will not ship their cargo to you unless they get their bags. And in a process where your money gets handed and the vessel that wants to convey your cargo to Nigeria doesn't come, you might have lost that time. You understand? So if you can get a quick transaction rate, you can know, okay, I've paid my money and the money is paid, delivered today. There's nothing like investigation in the source of fund and everything. So if you have a platform, it's guarantees real time. It's more better than 5 days, 4 days, because number one, voyage, when the vessel comes, you need to leave and everything. So if your money is delayed, you might lose the voyage time and still want to wait. You understand? Wait for another vessel, and that might take like 2 to 3 months. Let me see. An example of the peak period, Xmas period. Imagine you're bringing a Christmas tree to Nigeria from November to December, and you pay the Chinese manufacturer in November, and money gets delayed, or maybe it's hooked through investigation. The Chinese manufacturer will not want to believe your story and will not send you the cargo. And now you'll be forced to rebook that Christmas tree on the voyage after seeing a lot. And you don't get profit because the Christmas tree is coming January, and December is supposed to be selling your Christmas tree. So that if you have a process, instant payment, despite the volume of money. I know it's not really for you to attend that. You need to meet with central banks, you need to file. I don't believe there's a platform that you can do that. Even PayPal, when you're doing transactions over $5,000, comes flagged depending on the country. And also from Nigeria, you can only send money on PayPal. You can't really receive money on PayPal, depending on the credibility of your account. Yes, so there are many restrictions to this internet banking stuff.
Okay, what is the common method of payment using buyers now? Does they pay through agent? Does they pay through PayPal? What is the common payment method buyers using at the moment? On the market, I mean.
At the moment, it's banks. Most of them use banks and black market. Like we have these people, they call the Bureau de Change, BDC Bureau de Change. Like they make the transaction seamless. Where this Bureau de Change, they have accounts all over the world.
They have accounts all over the world. So when you approach a bureau de change, it gives you the black market price, and you pay the black market price, and automatically make the payment in Chinese currency to your supplier. So that's how the black market works. Or alternatively, most of them use the black market because of the banking constraints.
Okay, what do you think? How the best payment solution has to be look like in ideal world?
Request payment.
Yeah, I mean, how the best payment method for the buyers have to be look like?
Let me see, like a request payment that you have to pay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, let me get a question.
Yeah, I asked. Now buyers have several problems in payments side. My question: how payment solution has has to look like in ideal world to solve this problem?
Oof. Well, I cannot give you an accurate answer for that. I could also make a research from other friends who are into the financial industry. I could get you an accurate answer by conversing with them. For that, I will not be able to answer for now.
Okay. Have you heard about that some buyers to pay through Alipay?
Through Alipay?
Yeah.
Have
you heard that some buyers using Alipay for paying Chinese suppliers?
Yeah, many of them. If you're going to Alibaba, then you definitely can use Alipay. Yeah, I have many importers who use Alipay.
Okay, can you talk about how buyer can to pay some Chinese suppliers using Alipay? How this payment process look like? For example, if I want to pay Chinese suppliers using Naira, how the payment process look like?
It's so fast because Alipay has this function where you can pay in Naira to Naira. Like Alipay creates a platform where if you're paying in yuan or dollars, automatically converts the money to Naira, and you just pay through your debit card seamlessly without a black market price. It just uses the market conversion rate at the moment. That's still the black market, not the official central bank conversion rate. So this is like Alipay is very advisable. That's if the receiver also has an Alipay account, so you can just use it. It's perfect.
What's the main problem in Alipay? Are there some expensive commission maybe, or maybe some inconvenience in this payment process? Do you know something about this?
Yeah, commission number one, and also fraud. Like there are a lot of fraud going on Alibaba, like business email compromise. There's a way they can compromise your emails where you're supposed to make money to this Alipay account, and possibly someone just clones the account and make payments. So Alipay is not really advisable unless you are into risk management and you know your way around it. So if you're not really careful, you can lose your money to business email compromise where they change the accounts during the process of transfer. So there's always a risk when you're doing this transfer.
Okay, for example, let's imagine if you will decide to import some goods for yourself, for example, if you will decide to open an online shop and decided to import goods from Chinese suppliers, what payment method will you choose? How will you pay Chinese suppliers? What do you think? What payment method will you choose?
No, Bamboo currently, I'm not sure Bamboo is the Chinese market currently, unless you have to trade in dollars using Bamboo.
Bamboo is an online service. Bamboo online service.
No, it's online savings, but they have online transaction, which is FloatAway. Let me, you can check it out. The same people who want that filter wave.
Can you text? Yeah, can you text what's the Bamboo?
You know, Bamboo is a saving platform on that filter wave.
Okay, can you text in Zoom chat, please?
Yeah, I've texted it to you. Okay. Did you get the message?
Huh? Come again?
Like I've sent it on Zoom chat.
Sent already because I didn't see it. I cannot see it. Maybe.
Yeah, you have to go to message to see.
1 second. Maybe it's some luck. Maybe. No. Okay. Can you text in LinkedIn? Maybe some error in Zoom because I didn't got your message. Can you send in LinkedIn, please?
LinkedIn. Okay, I sent you what you done.
Flutterway is payment platform, but you mentioned Bamboo. Bamboo is under Flutterway. It's a company from Flutterway. Bamboo.com. Bamboo.com.
No, I bamboo.com.
No.
You could check bamboo.com.
Okay, understand. Why do you prefer this type of payments? Is it convenient? Are they cheap commission or what? Why do you prefer it?
Mostly, you know, Bamboo is a saving platform. FloaterWave is a payment platform.
Are they a cheap commission or is it convenient method to pay suppliers?
Currently, I don't think FloaterWave have that capacity to pay suppliers over 100,000. They don't have the capacity.
Okay.
They
okay.
don't. They don't.
Okay, I understand, David. Thank you for your time. I asked all questions which I had. On my side, I'm ready to pay you $10. As well, I'm ready to give your USD virtual card if you want. You can to pay some international services like Amazon, Alibaba, Netflix. As well, you can to receive any payments globally from United States, United Kingdom, and withdrawal dollar, euro in Naira in your local bank account. Do you need this bank account for free?
Okay, from your services, right?
Yes. It's my present for you, for your conversation with me.
All right, so let's see how the future holds. And what's the link? How do we go about it?
Okay, I will give you a link where you should to register, and after that text to our chat and give information that you need to activate your account for free, and my support will activate it for free, and you will use it all the time.
Okay, no problem. I can do that. Then I can possibly test it tomorrow. My
Okay, no
AliExpress
problem.
account.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
Just text in our support that from Dmitry. They will understand that you need to activate account for free. I will forward this information to my support team.
All right, no problem.
Okay. And we'll top up your USD card for $10, which I we topped up your USD card for $10.
Okay, no problem. That's good.
thank you for your time, and we'll be in touch.
Yeah, you're welcome. If I have any challenge, I'll let you know on LinkedIn or WhatsApp.
Thank you. Thank you. See you.
All
Bye.
right.
Bye.
All right, bye.